right? So everybody's complaining that the Holger didn't get a nerf, which is it's understandable, and I'm gonna explain to you why the Holger, how we could fix this gun, because this gun is, in my opinion, perfect except for one thing. Okay, so the way that this gun is designed in real life is actually designed to be really, really, really light. Like the whole gun is practically made out of plastic, and there's almost no recoil on this thing in real life. So the way that it's supposed to be is all the weight that's added to the gun is added by the magazine. And once you take off the magazine, the gun weighs around 6 pounds or less. But the problem that we have right now is that all the weight is in the stock. You see 40% ADS movement speed. And right here, you only get 1% movement speed with this magazine, and you get 5% movement speed with this magazine, and you get no ADS movement speed buff, which in my opinion makes absolutely no sense, because you're taking off the weight of the magazine, 100 rounds, and put it on a 35 round. So why wouldn't the ADS movement speed increase? That's my personal opinion. My personal opinion is they should take 20% ADS movement speed off of this stock. So instead of 40, it becomes 20 like normal standard stock. And then they should take the 10% ADS movement speed off of this, turn it into a 5% ADS movement speed, and then take that 25% movement speed and add like maybe 20 to this one and 25 to this one. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that'll create the realistic G36 platform. Otherwise, it's not realistic, because like you got the weight in the stock, which makes no sense, and that's why the gun feels so unbalanced, because you're running around with a 100 round magazine, but you got the ADS movement speed of a basically an AR, you know. So they need to take the movement speed and put it on the magazines. That's all they need to do to fix this gun. They already nerfed the bullet spread. They already like did a lot of things to the gun to make it like viably balanced. The problem is with the stock. They just need to take 20% of this and 5% on this and add it to the mother freaking magazine, and then the gun will be balanced. Because in order to get that movement speed that you want, you would use the AR build, which in my opinion I actually prefer. I prefer to use the AR build. This is my AR build right here. I love this. It's so fast. It's so quick, but like it should be faster. It should be way faster. The problem is I don't got any movement speed. I don't got any ADS movement speed advantage by putting on a magazine, which makes absolutely no sense to me, because the gun weighs more than 50% less once you take off the magazine. In real life, this gun weighs about 11-12 pounds with the magazine, 100 round magazine, and then in real life, once you take that magazine off, it weighs about 5 to 6 pounds. So it cuts the weight of the gun in half in real life, and this gun already hardly weighs anything. So that's what they need to do. Speaking about real life, I just want to say something real quick. Remember when the QXR, the MP5, was meta? Well, in real life, this gun was actually designed to replace assault rifles. It was actually designed to replace the M4, which basically makes it better. It's technically supposed to be better than most all other assault rifles. It's supposed to have the same damage range as assault. It's basically supposed to be one of the best guns ever created, which is why, like Call of Duty, they make their guns pretty accurate to real life. That's why, like, when these guns come out, like, they just overpower everything. And the new one that's coming out next season, the P90, that was built alongside the MP5, and they basically couldn't decide which one to use in NATO, so they chose both. So it was basically the MP5 versus the P90, and they both got picked. Which both guns are designed to be AR killers, AR replacers. They're designed to be armor-piercing SMGs that replace assault rifles. That's why they're so good in the first place. So it does make sense that the QXR had its meta run, because in real life, it's really that good, right? So they just need to adjust the Holger. Where's the Holger at? Yeah, they just need to adjust this thing, man. I don't know what I do with my Holger build, but this is one of the ones that I use too. Stealth kill. I gotta use the stealth kill, because then they won't come looking for me after I kill one of their teammates. Like if I'm flanking the enemy, because I always flank, then they won't come looking for me, and I'll be able to shoot them, and nobody knows. Like let's say your opponent turn a corner, your enemy turns a corner, and he dies. you don't see that marker unless you're using that you know, thing where you can see through walls and shit. I don't use that. So this is the build that I use. One of them. This is the most self-respecting Holger build that you could use right here. I call it the self-respecting Holger because it's got the 35 round. And this is a really fun build. It's fast, man. It's sexy too. Look at that chrome, baby. Look at that chrome. Anyway, what else I got? This is a try-hard loadout that I use when I just want to hold angles and not move that much. This is BR, really good for BR, like jumping out the car and just hip firing without ever aiming down the sight. I haven't used it in a while, but this is really what I pull out for Alcatraz. I just run around with this like, Alcatraz, bitch. So yeah, that's it, man. That's how you fix this gun, bro. You just gotta change the stock and redistribute the ADS movement speed into the magazine, because it doesn't make sense that you don't get an ADS movement speed buff when you change the magazine. That makes absolutely no sense.